Punjab Kings have always underwhelmed when it comes to the IPL. If you look at their performances, just one final in the last, if you look at it, 17 editions of the IPL, really doesn't paint a really good picture of Punjab Kings. But on the other hand, before IPL 2025, tensions are already brewing, and it involves Preity Zinta, one of the owners in Punjab Kings, going to court. Now, what is the matter that has happened that has ensured that one of the owners has gone to court over this particular thing, and that too much before IPL 2025 mega auction or even the tournament has begun? So, there is some trouble brewing in Punjab Kings according to a report in CricBuzz, because Preity Zinta has gone to the Chandigarh High Court. There is a restraining order that has been given against another promoter, Mohit Burman. There is a big conflict in the ownership that is there, the internal ownership that runs Punjab Kings at this point in time. So, what is the restraining order all about, and why has Preity Zinta gone to court? Now, the major technical thing that has to be addressed here is shareholding. Now, certain set of shares Mohit Burman wants to transfer at this point. And for that, Preity Zinta has objected to it. Now, before I come to the main matter, I'll just tell you what is the ownership structure of Punjab Kings at this point in time, because Preity Zinta holds a 23% stake in PBKS, and it is through the KPH Dream Cricket Private Limited. It's an entity that is part of the Punjab Kings ownership circle, and that is why Preity Zinta holds a 23% holding in that, along with Niswadia, who also has a 23% stake through the same entity, KPH Dream Cricket Private Limited. But Mohit Burman, he actually has the largest share with 48%. And there is a fourth person in that, Karan Paul, who holds the remaining 6% of the shares. Now, it is this selling of shares, that to a certain percentage of it, that has not gone down well with Preity Zinta. And that is why she has put out a restriction. She has gone to court and has requested the court to give a restraining order to Mohit Burman so that he doesn't sell a certain portion of his shares. This is the main thing. Preity Zinta wants to restrain Burman from selling portion of shares to another party. Burman intends to sell. Now, the exact stake, he's denied everything to the media. He's not given out any concrete proof about it, but he intends to sell 11.5% of the share, but has categorically denied. Now, from 48, he wants to reduce it to 36.5 and get in another party in this. Now, the petition has been filed under Section 9 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act of 1996. Now, what does Section 9 of the Arbitration and Conciliation Act 1996 say about selling of shares? A party may, or before, during arbitral proceedings, or at any time after making the arbitral award, but before it is enforced, for the appointment of a guardian for a minor or person of unsound mind for the purposes of arbitral proceedings, the preservation, interim custody or sale of any goods which are the subject matter of the arbitration agreement. The detention, preservation or inspection of any property or thing which is the subject matter of the dispute, that is where this is. Section C and Section A in that act. It says that the detention, preservation or inspection of any property of thing which is the subject matter of the dispute in arbitration. So, basically to restrain that, Section 9 of the Arbitration Act has been brought about. 1996 Arbitration and Conciliation Act. But now, what is the method? Why you cannot sell a stake just like that? Because according to the rules, any stake intended for sale must first be offered to the existing group of promoters. Now, those four promoters are Preity Zinta, Niswadia, Karan Paul. If they agree to it, only then you can sell the stake. Stake can only be sold to an outside party once current promoters decline to purchase it. Now, if the current promoters don't want it, then he cannot, he can only sell that stake otherwise. If Niswadia, Preity Zinta and Karan Paul don't want it, then and only then he can sell it outside. Most crucially, offer to sell stake cannot be open-ended and is always time-bound. Now, in this case, how open-ended and what is the time, that has not yet been specified at this point. But 11.5% of the shares has been sold. Now, most of the promoters are either declined. Preity Zinta has declined it, so maybe Mohit Burman cannot sell it. But it is already becoming a big issue now when it comes to ownership. 2025 IPL is going to see some structures. You already saw that GT is coming under a new management. Punjab Kings has already a churn within, and looking at it, maybe this situation might escalate a bit more in the coming weeks and so. Thank you so much folks for joining us for this video. Subscribe to Sports Today for all the latest news and analysis.